Alrighty, quick update on the 36 Plymouth Coupe over here. What I'm working on today is the cylinder head. Now this head is off of a Chevrolet 250 inline 6. That sucker there has all been balanced, flat top pistons, all the good things there. What I've done today is I finally got the head set where my lump ports went in. So on the Chevy 250s, it actually has 1, 2, 3 intake ports that are shared between the 6 cylinders. And the head bolt come down through here. There was a cast iron pillar right there, and as you can see, that creates a bit of a restriction for airflow, causes lots of unnecessary turbulence. And that was one of the contributing factors to these things only making about 150 horsepower. So what I've done is I've chopped this area out with the Sawzall and got my 175 264th drill bit or whatever English nonsense it was over there on the drill press. And what happened is I got that just big enough for this little stud and this little bolt to slide through. It drops down in there, gives you just enough meat to clamp the head down, and you drop this little lump in place. I'll show you this here real quick, what they look like and what they're supposed to do. So when you do the lump port upgrade on these heads, it's hard to do with one hand, is when you got all that opened up there, you can see it's kind of a little bit of an awkward shape where this is flat and this has a little bit of curvature to it. And this, as you can see with the little wings there, it kind of swoops around both of the intake valves. So when you have that setting in there, it's got kind of an aileron shape like you'd expect from an airplane wing. So that basically increases its quote-unquote aerodynamics, if you will. And in doing so, what you're doing is creating like a good volumetric consistency inside of the intake port. And dyno results and flow bench results have proven that this creates a dramatic increase in your overall horsepower. And one of the greatest advantages is that you can get yourself a boost in power without negatively affecting your reliability. Things like supercharging and jacking the compression way up and things of that nature, you'll reduce the overall life of your engine compared to something that's just, runs on 9-to-1 compression of pump gas. But just by eliminating the inefficiencies in a system, you can maximize your power without affecting reliability. And then what I did with all three of these guys, I wet sanded them down to where they're relatively smooth. It was a very rough casting before, but now they're smooth to the touch, so good enough. Did some mild porting in the areas there, just kind of cleaned up the rough casting a little bit. So this thing will make some pretty good power, and then the next thing is we're going to get these studs ripped out and have some screw-in studs put in, roller rockers, oversized valves, and stage 1 valve springs. So we'll have a pretty souped up little straight 6 here going forward. So until we meet again, stay gold.